With the growing escalation between Israel and Lebanon, the IDF has claimed fresh attacks against Hezbollah. Israeli fighter jets struck military targets inside South Lebanon, and this comes as US continues to urge de-escalation between the two. Now, the Israeli forces have also claimed to have fired artillery towards Alma el-Sheib. As per reports, the IDF dropped phosphorus bombs on towns near forests, causing fires to break out. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant on Monday. At the meeting, Blinken urged Gallant to further avoid escalation with Lebanon. U.S. has warned that an Israeli offensive into Lebanon will only trigger an Iranian response, triggering a broader war in the region.
Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant arrived at the U.S. State Department for talks with top American diplomat Antony Blinken on Monday. The visit comes amid U.S. calls for a ceasefire in Gaza and for the development of a realistic post-war plan, according to State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller.
We have been quite consistent that for there to be an enduring defeat of Hamas, there needs to be a plan for what replaces them. And what replaces them needs to be Palestinian-led governance. It needs to be realistic security plans. It needs to be realistic reconstruction plans. And that's what we continue to work towards with our Arab partners in the region, and as we continue to push the government of Israel to properly consider.
Washington has warned Israel that the absence of such a plan could trigger lawlessness and chaos, as well as a comeback by Hamas in the enclave. After the meeting, Gallant didn't address this point with reporters, but did say the alliance with the United States is extremely important to the future of Israel. He also met with advisors to President Joe Biden, as well as CIA Director Bill Burns Monday, in discussions he called critical as Israel deals with Gaza and escalating hostilities on Israel's border with Lebanon, where exchanges of fire with Hezbollah have stoked fears of wider conflict. He's set to meet with Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin on Tuesday.
Israel's opposition members have come down heavily on Prime Minister Netanyahu's government. The National Unity Party has denounced the rolling over of funds from 2023 budget for the war with Hezbollah. Now, this war, if it breaks out, will be fought at the country's northern borders, an area that was never a part of the war budget. The opposition has pointed out the government deficit is much higher due to the ongoing war in Gaza. Thus, the 2023 budget excess is not extra money in hand and should be put towards making the deficit smaller. Meanwhile, on Monday, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirmed that he is committed to the proposed post-war Gaza plan and hostage deal as per the Israeli military chief, Herzi Halevi. The remaining Hamas forces in the southern Gaza Strip have been, quote-unquote, nearly dismantled.
We are committed to the Israeli proposal that President Biden welcomed. Our position has not changed. The second thing, which does not contradict the first, we will not end the war until we eliminate Hamas and until we return the residents of the youth and the north safely to their homes.